You can clap your hands if you want to. This song's about staying alive. Not about giving up today, but there was something I knew I had to get to this world someday. So I gave up another chance. Can't let this pressure get me down. I just gotta fight and move on. And when it's rain somehow, and live my life so very strong, 'cause there's a light at the end of this tunnel, and I know I'm gonna see it someday. There is gold at the end of my rainbow, and I know I'm gonna reach it. No, I'm gonna. How can my body be full of life, yet my soul feel as good as day? The agony and the pain is strife. Oh no, I'm not gonna lay in that bed. Let me walking looking for a grave. I think now I still got breath inside. Just let me get one through to the grave, and I'm running to the light. 'Cause there's a light at the end of this tunnel, and I know I'm gonna see it someday. There is gold at the end of my rainbow, and I know I'm gonna reach it. No, I'm gonna take them grave clothes off, hey, and get out the box. I climb out of this box, hey, won't be scared, won't be scared, no, no. 'Cause there's a light at the end of this tunnel, and I know I'm gonna see it someday. There is gold at the end of my rainbow, and I know I'm gonna reach it. No, I'm gonna. There's a light at the end of this tunnel, and I know I'm gonna see it someday. There is gold at the end of my rainbow, and I know I'm gonna reach it. No, I'm gonna reach it. I'm gonna reach it. I'm gonna reach it someday. Reach it someday. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna reach it. I'm gonna reach it someday. Reach it someday. Thank you.
Well, all right. Welcome, everyone. This is your host with the most, Brenda Moss, aka Lady Diva here. Thank you all for tuning in. I have a return guest, Chanell J. Wilson, in the house.
Hi everyone. How are you guys? I'm so glad to be here.
Now that song, "The Light,"
Yes.
is still fresh with me, and also that song was history to me because the fact our first show back in 2020 started
Yes.
off with that release. Oh
Yes.
my
Yes,
gosh.
it did.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, it did.
How did you do with that song, Light, The Light?
Light has had a series of evolutions since I released it. So I originally wrote it in 2006. I was in a very dark place in my life, and I wanted to give up. And I wrote that song as an affirmation to let me know, bad times may happen, but it will pass. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. So since I've released it, it's become a very motivational track for a lot of people. I open with it in some of my shows. I've made about 2 or 3 music videos for it now. Uh, and I like both of them. And because I'm always learning different things. And so I like to expand on the idea. Um, I had it on Facebook for a while. A lot of people had a lot of great things to say about it. And so it's just expanded since I've released it. It was produced by Poetic Beats, Hank Poetic Beats Marshall, my producer. And it's been a true joy and affirmation. Every time people hear it, they're like, "This really helped. This really woke me up. Thank you for this."
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
we have history together, and
Yes.
you're doing so wonderful today.
Yes.
Today, look at you,
Yes.
look at my girl, look at my
Yes.
girl. So, Chanel, I had dreams with you, dreams for you. Now,
Yes.
multidisciplinary artist and author Chanel J. Wilson. Now, she's
Yes.
been performing since she was a young girl
Yes, I
and
have.
been writing since she was
Yes.
13. So she is a vocational certificate in recording arts, and
Yes.
she has studied cinematography,
Photography. Yes. Yes.
cinematography, film editing, screenwriting, and editing, and she is very serious about her skills and her experiences.
Yes, I am.
And she has a subscribing channel. Of course, if anyone's tuning in, you will see that in the website here. She has typed up and texted her information where you can follow her and get involved in her subscribe channel.
Yes.
Now, Chanel, when she had released Black Heart on the Table, that's still my song. Um, a lot of people don't understand the song, but I
Yeah.
will play it at the end of the show.
Okay.
That is my song as well. Now, currently, she is working on Aura and Orbit
Yes, I
EP,
am.
inspired by her that is the latest single that is currently being released.
Yes.
I will play that in a minute. So, tell us about this recent song that you released, Aura and Orbit.
Yes. So with Aura in Orbit, it's basically a song celebrating the beauty of the chase between two people who are finding themselves attracted to each other. Um, I I first what ended up happening was I um I answered to a prompt for a songwriting. I'm always placing music in sync. And so what ended up happening for me was the suggestion or the prompt was try to write a sexy R&B song about the chase. That's basically what it was. It was like, okay, where do I go with this? And I've been listening to a lot of commentary on love, empowerment, divine feminine, just the ebb and flow between two people, be it man and woman, just processing that.
Yeah.
And so I told myself, why don't I take some of the information that I've been learning and let's see what I can put together based on what I know about this and then also just what I've been learning. And that's where Aura and Orbit came from. And it's basically just dealing with the beauty of the chase, the thought process that happens between both the man and the woman, and when they're eyeing each other, where they're seeing each other. And I wrote it from a place of empowerment from the woman's perspective of letting that man chase you, letting that person chase you, and you just letting your divine feminine kind of call or draw him in, so to speak.
Yes.
So that's where it all comes from. It's very playful, it's sexy. I like the mix that my producer ended up coming up with, because what we do is
Oh,
I'll write it first with my own progression, and then I'll send it to him and say, "This is kind of the idea I was going for. Tell me what you think, and just go for it, and let's kind of, we figure out our collab that way." And so when he sent it back to me like a couple of days later, that's what he came up with based on the progression I gave him. So it still stays in my progression. He just takes it to the next level because that's his skill, is the production, the sound,
yeah.
making that full stereo image. My thing is just giving you a good chord progression, lyrics, and arrangement. And
Right.
so we just marry those ideas together. So that's how we came up with this beautiful composition of Aura and Orbit. We both like it. Um, Yeah, and it's so far it's definitely people are really enjoying it. It's turned into like a nice R&B dance record.
Well, girl,
Thank you.
girl, you're doing a very good job. Congratulations, my friend. And I love the song. I love it. I'm quite sure there will be other bits of versions of it that will be coming out later. The more and more it
Yes,
gets hot, because we need more love in this world, and
yes, we do.
we need to unlearn how people fall in love.
Yes,
There's you know, love is supposed to heal all things, and
that's
love
right.
is the fruit of the spirit, and people are taking love and jacking it up.
Yes,
And we need to feel love again.
yes, we do.
Ladies, get chased. Learn to get
Yes,
chased. Learn to get
yes,
chased. Quit just jumping in the bed.
right.
Learn to get, that just ends it. No,
That ends it. Yes, it
learn
does.
to get chased and have fun with that. And that that thing in your brain, that's the natural high. The natural high
Yes,
is what I'm
yes.
trying to say.
I know what
Uh,
you mean. Yes,
yeah, that natural high. Let that take effect, and
yes,
cut all the short chase, and go through the long chase. Go through the
yeah,
chase and fall in love. And I love this song. I love, and thank you for explaining it in detail
yes.
so people will understand it. And yes, I'm going to get ready and play that song. Is there any more other information you would like to add?
Just with Aura and Orbit, like I said, I wanted to write it from a place of empowerment and not from a place of I'm going after that person or chasing them. And
Yes.
I feel the divine femininity flow through it. When you what I've learned in the last year when it comes to self love, seeing yourself as a prize, value and worth, is the most is that when you value yourself and when you protect your own aura, it impacts your whole orbital flow. And when you get into any relationship, you're inviting someone into your aura, and it could disturb or it can enhance your ecosystem of your orbit. So that's what this whole thing is all about protect. That's why it starts off with aura and orbit, about the aura of who it is that you are, but then also protecting your overall orbital flow. It is an ecosystem. And when we see our flow kind of messed up or disturbed, we got to go back and check what's going on with our aura. So, yeah, this is aura and orbit.
Baby, there's this pressure about you crushing on me. It pulls me in, it makes me teen, like the center of a custard dream. Baby, I know you want me. I can feel you on me, all in my blood. The energy does right. I feel your heart rate slow down. I know we got a bit. Let me simmer in. I know you wanna chase. Baby, I want you in my aura and orbit. Like gravity, take us to sublime. Baby, I come into my aura and orbit. I put the pressure on you while you're thinking about me. 'Cause you see a queen elevates a king, make you get new jobs and cars and things. Just impress me. Oh, that ego on me, simmer down. Oh, you so homely, come in to my divine energy. Doesn't lie. I'ma let you have skin, but you know you gotta wait. Just chill and let it be. Oh, I know you wanna taste. Baby, I want you in my aura and orbit. Gravity, take us to sublime. Baby, I come into my aura
Well, all right. That
Yep,
is
that was
Chanel's song. Yes, it is.
or in orbit. Yep.
Or in
I
orbit.
yeah.
Tell everyone on air here, speak your website information and media platform information. Go right ahead.
My website is my name, ChanellJWilson.com. You spell my name CHANELL, then J Wilson. I'm also on Facebook at Chanell J. Wilson, just Facebook, and then you just do the forward slash Chanell J. Wilson. You can find me on Instagram under Chanell J. Wilson, on TikTok under Chanell J. Wilson. What else do I have? There's Instagram, TikTok. I'm on. There's now Threads. I'm on there. It's Chanell J. Wilson. It seems like every month there's a new one that pops up. So,
Yes, it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
on Lemonade. So those are the core ones that I can think of off the top of my head.
Are
But
you
on
on
Twitter as well. Well, X is now X. It's not Twitter anymore. It's X now, and I'm on there.
are
as
you
Chanell J.
on
Wilson.
Spill?
I haven't heard of that one. Afterwards, I'll have to go look at that. I'm not on there yet, but I can set that up
You
today.
would be the perfect on Spill. And then
Still,
there's
okay.
Blue Sky.
Blue
Blue
Sky. Okay,
Sky, yeah, Blue
those are
Sky
both
is
new. Okay.
yeah, Blue Sky is not like Facebook. It kind of
hmm
reminds you of Twitter, but it's nothing like Twitter.
Okay.
But Blue Sky and Spill are my favorites, and then there are a couple of others. A lot of black people are on. You know,
I see.
not Twitter. Twitter has lost a lot of fans,
I
followers,
heard. Yeah, it's turned to
and
X now. Yeah.
people are spreading out. And then there are people that are coming up, good social media platforms that are nothing like Facebook, but
hmm
they can connect with Facebook on these new social media pages too. There's
I see.
fan base,
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
and but anyway, I'm gonna get off of that.
I'll have to look. I
Um,
will look all of those up today. Those are
yeah,
new.
Spill
Yeah.
is the best one, and
Still.
they're
Okay.
very good. And then there's Fan Base,
Fan base. Okay.
which was created by an artist's son,
Mm.
and I'll have to get into that later. But as we move along, do you have new projects to mention in the future?
Um. So right now I'm going to be promoting Orin Orbit. I have 2 trailers up now that's advancing the theme of the orbit being the ecosystem and how what's going on the inside impacts that. And I put myself in a spaceship, so I'm in outer space, and there's a lot of like references. I was
Yeah,
inspired by Captain EO, Michael Jackson's Scream video, and a
yeah,
couple of other little things. And so that's kind of the angle I'm going for. So it's a lot of sci-fi looking things going on. So check those out. I have a
yeah,
visualizer up now, both on my YouTube, and my YouTube is the same, also Chanell J. Wilson. You can look there. I keep a curation of all my art there. And then I'm gonna get the official music video out soon. We've been doing a lot of green screen work and compositing, so that's where the delay is. About it's a team of 3 of us working on things, both with costume, myself with filming, my son's helping out with some of the audio. So it's just collaborating around our day job. And then what's going to happen is I do have an Aura and Orbit EP that will be coming out. I'm still going back and forth if we're going to get it all finished before the year ends. I've been working on it now for a year. Uh, it's looking like it's going to be 4 songs and maybe 1 poem. And it just expands on the theme of Aura and Orbit, the ecosystem, finding self love, really dealing with the things that impact our value and worth, dealing with cortisol, dealing with limerence, dealing with decentering certain ideals, and finding yourself in a healthy place so that you can experience functional love.
yes,
So I'm really excited about the Aura and Orbit EP. I have some drafts that I've already sent to my producer, and we've been kind of stewing and talking over it about it. So I'm going through the second drafts of some of those songs now, and so hopefully we're still trying to figure out if we're going to get it out at the end of this year or just start fresh for the beginning of the year with the releases, even if we're just finishing our recordings this year. But that is the plan at this time.
okay, all right. So, also, um, I got Mr. R. Bobby Bond. He's
hmm
asking you a question here on the website in the text
Okay.
messages. He says he loves Black Heart on the Table.
Ah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Black Heart on the Table is a 3-part project that I have out. The first one is already out, A Warrior's Lament, and that's basically just dealing with the cry, the lament of the heart. I have been working on part 2 now for about, I want to say 2 years now. We know we're going to release it after we do the Aura and Orbit EP
Oh, okay.
because the songs were written, they were all there. It's not so much that they're ready to go, but I was still exploring where I was going with some of the work. And then when Aura and Orbit hit, I said, I feel like I need to go deeper with this
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
and then jump into the sequel, because the project that will be coming out then is dealing with an arsenal. I call it Black Heart on the Table Volume 2, My Pen, My Arsenal. And we have to be responsible with our words. And my pen is my greatest strength. My ability to articulate and speak has always been my greatest strength since I was a young child. I was always pushed to do oratorical fests, speak in public, and I had something to say where people would listen, because I just believe God always gave me the ability to bring information where people can receive it, hear it, feel it, live it, be inspired by it. So I do take it as a responsibility when I use both my pen as well as when I open my mouth and speak, be it in a public speaking setting, a song setting, a writing setting. I understand that is my gift, but with that gift comes great responsibility. And the topics that I discuss in Black Heart on the Table Volume 2, My Pen, My Arsenal, is about the fight from the lament. Because the first phase is, first I'm just crying out and lamenting that my heart needs healing. But then the second part is dealing with what happened, why that heart got destroyed, why that heart got hurt, and setting order. It's a phrase that I think about from scripture, setting order in the temple, so to speak. When a person makes a decision to heal, it can be seen as an act of war for those who benefit from the oppression or benefit from dysfunction
Mm-hmm.
or abuse. That's what I've
Mm-hmm.
learned.
Mm-hmm.
In 2023 to 2024, I experienced a great loss. I lost my last grandparent. And in the grief, it wasn't sadness, it was anger.
Mm-hmm.
And I found myself dealing with things that I thought I was done with. And I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It was staring me right back in my
That
face.
was the healing
That
process.
was the
That
healing
was
process.
process.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
The ugliness actually comes
Yeah.
out when you thought it was over with.
You think
Now,
it's done and
Bobby,
it ain't. Yeah.
and now Bobby, he wanted you to explain the line in that song,
Which
and
one? Black
I
Heart on the Table?
wonder what the
Mm-hmm.
color on my heart is.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the hue of
Hue
my
of my
skin?
skin. So I wrote that line. I wonder what the color of my heart is. Is it the hue of my skin? So when we say that a heart is black, we're saying that it has moved from being alive to being dead. A lot of people will pin art and translation as saying that their heart is black, meaning
Yeah,
it's broken, it's dark,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
dirty, it's
It's
split from
cold.
being, it's cold. Yeah.
Yeah,
So me saying that phrase based on the abuse, based on the attacks, based on the things that I hear people say to me when I'm enduring or going through something that I know is because it's coming from a toxic place. I ask myself in those moments, is my heart black? Am I giving out darkness? What signals am I sending out? I wonder what the color of my heart is, because I'm living some type of villain's origin story, but I don't think that I'm leading that way. What's going on here? Am I the queen of hearts? Am I a Corella Deville? That's where that phrase, that's literally where it's coming from.
right.
Because the way the oppression or the way the abuse or the way the attacks hit, it's like, what did I do to deserve this? Is my heart really black? Did I look in the wrong mirror? So
Right.
that's where that comes from. I wonder if it's the hue of my skin, and the double entendre of that is being black in America. We deal with so much, and it's just
Yeah.
from the color of our skin. And sometimes
Yeah.
it's like, what's going on here? Like, all I did was walk in the
Yeah.
room. I've had situations in the new town that I live in where I've walked in the room with my afro, And this other woman who was a person of color, she's a non-black person of color. I was going into a ER situation. My mother was in the hospital. It was just some things going on with her medicine. But at the moment, I was a little distressed because we didn't know what was going on. So I walked in a little flustered, not angry, just flustered. And as I get to the desk, I smile because I always lead with a smile. And before I could get the words out, she said, "Ma'am, oh my God, your smile calmed me down. I thought you were about to walk up and curse me out." And I went, "Why would you even say that?" And I thought,
See,
you have your afro. You're walking in as a black woman. It's the hue of your skin because
see,
I live in a rural town, and
right.
it's just something as simple as that. Just what I wonder what the color of my heart is. What did I do to
Yeah.
deserve this type of animosity? Especially when I'm leading with a smile, I'm leading with friendliness.
Yes.
So it's taking an honest look at why I'm lamenting. When we cry as Black people, they'll use our cry to help whatever cause they have. And they
You're
could be any,
right. Come on now. Yeah.
they use it to
Yes.
help. But
Yes.
then when it comes to the actual healing, helping us, oh, you'll be all right. It ain't nothing.
That's right.
It's oh, shut up. This ain't nothing. It's like,
Right.
wait a minute here. You done ransacked all my stuff, and I'm supposed to
Right.
sit here and be, I'm supposed to sit here and just not wail. When I wrote Black Heart on the Table, I think I was either newly 40 or coming into it. I had just gotten off my shift at Amazon, and that was a career change for me because I relocated from the Bay Area. So I was used to doing customer service type work, working in offices, and I was tired of the commute. So I said, I'm going to just take this Amazon job and just start over. It's physical, it'll be good for my body, but it was a lot of hard work. And I was like, I got home really late and I was so tired. It was one of those real tired. I was dealing with bills, finances. My child at the time was like 3 or 4. He was a young little boy. Things I was going through with his father, things I was going through with my own family situations, and and then started processing. Okay, how do I handle this? How do I do this? And then thinking, who can I call on? Well, I can't call on this person. I can't call on this person. And thinking, where's my support team? Where's my family? Where's all these things?
Come
I
on.
I need help, but I don't have those things because families are support. But sometimes our
Mm-hmm.
families are so
Come on.
dysfunctional, we don't
Yeah.
get that support.
That's right.
So in that moment, I just felt like I want to lay my heart on the table. I don't even have a husband to help me or protect me with this little boy. That's where I was thinking of in that moment too. And so then I was just like, I just want to put my heart on the table. I must be a villain. Something must be wrong. And so as I started penning the lyrics to Black Heart on the Table, the poetry that came out of it, meaning I'm still human. Even the phrase,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to watch this lady tear herself down to be built back up again. I
Mm-hmm.
knew when I said that phrase, I said, I'm about to endure some things, but on the other side of it, there's going to be great transformation because I know when I take a look within myself and put my cold black heart that's becoming dark, not so much fully bitter, just dark from all the abuse and the things that have
There it
happened.
is.
When I
Yes.
put it on the table and look at the ugly of it, it's gonna get rough, but on the other side, it's gonna turn into a heart of flesh again if I stick to it and do the work. So that's the long answer to answering that question of what did that line mean?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. When that track came out, it
Yes.
made me look at my heart,
Mm,
and it made me look at Brenda.
mm,
And I had to call my name Brenda, Brenda, Brenda
mm.
a lot. And when you call your name, your consciousness takes and says, you got to watch and your thoughts and the lips, how you speak
Yes.
of yourself. And
Yes.
that's when the healing process starts. And
Yes.
then I got rid of family.
Mm.
I got rid of the environments that I was in. Look, I live in the state of Indiana, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of white folks around here that,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and also other people that are involved in my life that say who they are for my support, and they're not.
Yeah.
I had to omit all of that, and
Mm-hmm.
then notice that I'm alone.
Yeah.
And I realized my spiritual self and the God above saying, you need to be by yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where the healing begins. You
Yep.
have to heal by yourself. You
You
have to
do.
walk the path by yourself.
You do.
And you look outside of yourself and you realize, oh, that's what all this is all about.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's where your healing comes from. And then you know that being alone is not so bad.
Right.
Living in a peaceful home is the best.
Yes.
It's not so where I gotta have a man, I gotta have somebody. No, you
Yeah.
better leave me alone. Let me
Right.
heal.
Right.
People want to rush into getting somebody when they
Right.
know they need to be by themselves and they
That's
need to
right.
heal. They need to heal.
Yes.
And that the fact that song, I took it to heart and it played
Mm.
like a melody in my head.
Mm.
And I threw my heart on the table.
Yes, ma'am.
And I
Yes.
looked at my heart and I started healing. And don't you know, I'm a healed woman.
Mm.
I may be 60 years old, but I'm still a kid at heart.
Yeah.
I still have a young child spirit.
Yes.
I may not look like I'm 60 because the fact that God gave me my time back that I've lost.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. And you
People
don't.
look,
You
and I don't look
don't.
like I've
You
been through
don't.
hell. I walked through the hell and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
said, God had blessed you. I said, yes, he did. Yes, he did. And I thank God for giving me the time that I have lost.
Yes.
He
Yes.
will give it back to you. And not only that, he will change your look. He
Yes,
will
he
give you
will.
a glow. He will put a light on you. And you will walk around with this light, and people will like, look at her. I can't
Yeah.
stand her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you should be proud of what you healed from.
Mm. Thank you for
And
thinking
you
about
won't
that.
care what the trolls are saying.
That's right. That's right.
Because you came out stronger and you've been through hell bent over, and all of
Mm-hmm.
a sudden you're light, you're full of
That
light.
light. Right.
That light, like your song light.
Exactly. Exactly. That song is so important, saying it's a light.
So
Learning
important.
that it's at the end of the tunnel, but the light is you. It's
Come
in
on,
you. It's the
girl.
God light. Like when that's the epiphany I got about light this year. Because the whole time I've been singing about, oh, there's light in the tunnel leading me. And something in me was like, do you realize the light is within you? It's you that
Yes,
you're
come
talking
on,
about.
girl.
Because the videos I was dealing with was that
Yes.
I'm being buried alive. That's what each
Yes.
video I did has to do with. I'm burying myself alive,
I
but
feel
there's still
that.
breath in the body. There's
I
still
feel
light in the
that.
body. You're
Yes.
not dead yet, even though people are
Yes.
trying to close your coffin to
That's
stop
it.
the story from coming out, to
That's
stop
right.
all the various, to stop both the light and the power and the gifts, but also to stop the stories of what they did. You're not dead. You're still
They
here.
know
There's still
they
something.
did you
They
wrong. They
know they
know
did
they
you
did
wrong.
you wrong.
That's why they're trying to bury you, to shut it down.
To shut you down.
What I've been learning, especially that part about your look and getting your youth back. In the last 6 years, I've been looking at pictures of myself and seeing just what's been happening with me, especially since becoming a
Come
mother
on now. Come
when
on.
I
Come on.
did. And I've been learning about the word cortisol and how the stresses of cortisol
Oh,
will age you, will
yes.
have you having the sicknesses, the heart attacks, all
Yes.
of those silent
Yeah.
stressors. One of
Yes.
the songs, it's not complete yet, but it's a poem that I say. Cortisol, cortisol, they fill me up with cortisol, break me down with cortisol, make me round with cortisol, fight or flight, I live it all. I just want a breath of fresh air. I take it in, breathe it in, and don't declare war with you. Just speak peace, belief in this orbit of truth. And what that poem that I just said is saying is, I got to stop the shadow box fighting, because people are going to come, situations are going to come, life is going to come to
Yeah.
rob you of your energy and your youth and the things that you need to use for the most important fights. There's the shadow box fight, and then there's the real fight. I have to focus on the fight that requires me to be in the ring with the light. And when I'm doing that, it's not something that's laborious. It's not going to take my youth, because I'll be operating out of my natural spirit. When I'm in the shadow box, I'm operating from some power, but it's expelling energy and taking the energy that I need to go and fight the real fight. So
Yeah.
at this age, it's making me deal with, is this important? Make a decision. Do I really need to say something? Do I really need to handle that at this moment? What's the more important fight? And so I have to ask myself, is it shadow box? That's just going to add cortisol. That's just going to make me look a little bit older. That's going to make me be breathing funny. How about I go take a walk and in 10 minutes, it's going to go away? There's things like that. So I totally understand where you're coming from with resting.
What all boils down to it, people taking all these supplements and vitamins,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really not helping your body.
No, it's not.
Our bodies are spiritual.
Yes.
We have a soul. Our bodies are spiritual. And once you heal yourself,
mm-hmm.
your spiritual body, your spiritual soul will tell itself, here we go.
Here we go.
And then you start healing from inside.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have anything to do with the physical things that you're doing as far as popping a pill. There's no red pill or no blue pill for you to take to look younger.
Right.
You need to wipe all that stuff and put your black heart on the table and heal.
That's right. And heal.
And find your light. And then all of a sudden your spiritual inside will recognize itself. If you don't know who you are, the world will take and do and sling you around and make you look like a wolf and everything.
Yes.
So spiritually know who you are.
Yes.
And dive deep inside yourself. Throw that black heart of yours on the table and look at it.
And look at it.
And don't you know, when you heal, it's not flowers and sunsets. No, it's gonna look ugly. You're gonna go
stink.
It's gonna stink. The ugliness has to come out. It has to come out. You'll be fighting yourself, putting your fist through the wall, hating yourself and everything. And you'll be mad at yourself for putting yourself through that. But then again, it has to start from the inside out.
That's right.
And then will be healed. And a matter of time, it usually takes people a year or 2 years to heal, or longer.
That's right. A friend of mine said I was going through some stuff, I think it was in that same scope, 23, 24, and I was telling her some things. I was dealing with a heartbreak. I'm going to say it just like that. I was dealing with a heartbreak, and I didn't understand it because it was kind of rooted in betrayal. I didn't understand it. And she said, Chanell, I need you to understand something, because I kept saying to her, I said, why do I keep finding the same type, different type of
life,
guy.
Life will repeat itself to you until you get it. It will keep send you a different face, but it's the same. It's the same thing until you learn it. It's the universe telling you,
come on now,
I'm gonna flip you out there and then I'm gonna catch you.
Right. You gotta learn this
lesson. Then we're going to start this process over until you get it right.
Right.
People don't understand. People think God is doing this to them. No, you're doing it to yourself.
We have to use our discernment. She was telling me, she said, I know you've already seen the red flags. I said, I did. And she said, this thing in you is not going to be resolved in time. It has to be resolved in how you respond and act.
There it is.
When you sense it, when you see it, withdraw. Pull back. Don't engage. If you
and this goes for the men out there.
Okay.
Men be all in their feelings and trying to blame black women. Black women is doing this.
Yeah, sometimes
black women doing that.
Come on now. Come on now.
These men are in their feelings. And feelings is running the road of these men.
Yeah.
And they want to point their fingers that black
other
women
people
are doing this.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
It's yourself.
We participate in our own suffering sometimes. And that's the lesson I had to learn. It was like, Chanell, you called it day one. You felt it. Your discernment said it. Why did you engage? Why did you move forward? Because I thought I wanted this. I thought it was what I want. I thought it was a vice, or I wanted to feel what I don't want to say addiction, but more so like I'm alone. Well, let's deal with that, because we can't keep going through that. You can't keep lowering yourself for something that's not going to fulfill you.
And not only
if
that,
yeah,
knowing yourself to make
yeah,
the other comfortable.
right, people pleasing,
People,
and
not
all
only
of that,
people,
yeah,
that's with anything,
right,
anything.
right. Yeah, according from friendship, associations, business, all of that. Yeah,
All
but
of that.
it's a value worth. What my friend was breaking down to me in that moment. She said, "You got to look in the mirror and value you. Once you value you, you won't let nothing or no one take
Hmm.
from you. You will watch." She was like, think of it like a jewel or a diamond. Would you throw your diamond in mud? Or would you let somebody you barely know touch your diamond? It's going to be in a box somewhere off to the side, protected. That's how you have to be with you. She was like, it's not going to work itself out in time. It has to work itself out in action. And some of this, you have to learn it, but not from the head. You have to learn it in your heart. You can know things in your head, but it's when your heart knows. Where I'm at today, like where I was a year ago versus where I am now, I get it. Like I get it. When she was telling me, I didn't get it. Like I was just like, what do you mean it's in my head and not in my heart? Now, like I was like, what does that mean? And now I'm like, oh, now I'm starting to love myself, value myself, appreciate myself from that place. So now my no comes out quicker, and it comes like, I'm not doing that. No, I don't have to do that. I'm the
And
prize.
it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do about women being stuck up or got their
Exactly.
nose up and got high
Right.
confidence. No, you
Exactly.
love yourself first
You love yourself
and get
first.
out of your feelings.
Yeah. What's happening
Use your
is,
brain. Use
right,
your
we
brain.
both men and women, I say both of us, we're not loving our own selves enough. And then we're jumping into these things thinking that the person is supposed to do that for us. And then we just hit each other's dysfunction. We hit each other's toxicity. We come into this pool. That's why we always say the dating pool has what, pee and excrement in it. It's because we're jumping in with all our dysfunctions and just mudslinging all of that with no functionality, no healing, no self-love, no value worth. That's why we see such utter disrespect in certain situations. I was thinking about the
And then,
most recent.
they
Yeah,
wonder why their heart is cold.
cold. Come on.
They're rigid and they're depressed and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I'm going to cut the conversation and we're
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
talk about
You-
R&B music. Meanwhile, let's
yeah.
play Black Heart on the Table.
All right. All right. This is my life. My song conditioning is so contrived. So much dysfunctioning. What's the recipe for this season? I wonder what the color of my heart is. Is it the hue of my skin? Is it my black heart on the table? My shield, my frame, heart for the rhythm and blues. This is my solemnly swear for the truth. Oh, how I want love, cause my heart is overdue. But I need to overcome this black love conditioning. I need to overcome this black love conditioning. This is my cry for freedom. Can't be polite. It's time for healing. Let's go to therapy for this toxicity. I can't fix the pain where your heart is, but if you're willing, I'll be your king. This is my black heart on the table. My shield, my frame, heart for the rhythm and blues. This is my solemnly swear for the truth. Oh, how I want love, cause my heart is
conditioning. I need to overcome this black love conditioning. I need to overcome this black love conditioning. For the truth name you made us hate ourselves. Black love conditioning. Damn, this American conditioning. Oh, this appendage, attachment to a dream. It's a force that I reckon with. Oh, this awful nightmare. Oh, it's a big moment. I'm just waiting for the sweet. This is my black heart on the table. My shield, my rampart for the rhythm and blues. This is my solemnly swear for the truth. Oh, how I wanna love, 'cause my heart is overdue. Need to overcome these black love conditioning. I need to overcome these black love conditioning. I need to overcome these black love conditioning. I need to overcome these black love conditioning. I'm overcoming this conditioning.
That is my
Yes.
girl.
Yes.
Yes,
Woo,
Chanell.
Jesus.
Woo, girl! I
I
can't
felt
wait.
that one. That one hit me.
I can't wait till sequel 2 come out. But don't
Right.
change that. Don't change that song too much, though.
No.
Don't
That
mess
we-
that up.
we
Don't
have
mess it
these
up. Let
guys
everybody
felt
catch
that
up.
one.
Let everybody catch up. But,
Okay.
mention the sequel's coming up. Hopefully the end of this year or the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
And I would like to ask you, what do you think? What's going on with the R&B music industry? Do you think it's dragging along, or you think it's just trying to catch up, or is it
It's
disappearing?
I feel like it's finding its way. I hear there's some good quality stuff out there. Like I'm a part of a First Gen Xers podcast that I moderate and help out with Tuesdays and Thursdays, and sometimes on the weekend with the Saint. His name is the Saint, Christopher Williams, and he always curates really beautiful playlists for both indie artists and some mainstream artists that are now doing more indie work, but they still have their fan base. And so from what I've been hearing, just from a lot of the music that's been coming in the pipeline, it's finding its way. There is an evolution. What I notice about R&B music, especially, there's so many different phases of it. There's the real beautiful, like the Motown sound, of course. Then we move into what was going on more in like the 70s and 80s. But then when New Jack Swing came in, hip hop, which is beautiful,
Yeah.
kind of shifted it. And it's not that those creations are bad; they're beautiful. But R&B started losing its voice in its way.
Yeah.
And what I'm noticing with just some of the evolution of some of the artists that are out now, they're finding it. Yes, some people are singing more on the triplet and more in repetition and less like long or legato sounding music. But there's some beautiful things out there. And so I think as artists continue with their craft, continue writing, singing, performing, we will find its way. I'm trying to think of some of the people. Right now, I've been listening to a lot of experimental art. The neo soul's little. I don't want to say neo soul singer, but Bilal. He does a progressive soul rock type stuff. And his most recent project he just put out was Adjust Brightness. And what I like about it is like a mixture of R&B, electronic, there's jazz, there's all kind of just different types of sounds. And when you first hear it, you're like, oh wow, where is this going? But then you start hearing all those elements, those that pop, that the R&B, the soul, because that soul music. I really liked Beyonce's country album that came out. It grew on me. The first one that came out, I was like, oh, what is this? And then when I finally started listening, I was like, oh my God, I get it now. And so I went back to some of the stuff. But what it but what I was noticing as I was exploring both of these projects over the last couple of years, it's maybe like 2 years, it's finding its way. As
Mhm.
long as we continue to put our hands to the plow of the craft, we will be okay. AI is out now, and here's how I feel about AI.
Come on now.
If it's AI generated, like you're using it only to create, that's the problem.
Yeah.
But if it's
Yeah.
AI assisted, where you've created something and maybe you want to
Yes.
help expand your storyboard
Yeah.
or just see where it could go or give you some options, that's
Yeah.
okay. I had two situations where I've got a lot of books out and I wanted to get some audiobooks together. I can record them here. It's just going to take some time. And I was like, oh, I could do this audiobook. And it was sounding pretty good. And I did a poll. I was like, what do you guys think? Should I just go ahead and do an AI audiobook or should I record it? They're like, Chanell, we want you to record it. We don't want you to do that.
Right.
I was like, girl. And one person said, I feel like the soul gets lost. So it's not so much that it's bad. It's just we can't use the crutches of it. If it's assisting you in your journey, use it. Because sometimes it'll help give you a really great progression. Maybe you're stuck on an arrangement. You could throw your stuff in there. There's a lot of programs out now.
Unless there are people don't know what the hell they doing and can't sing at all.
That's where it goes back to craft. I call myself a multi-disciplinary artist.
Yeah.
And I say that for the literal meaning of what that means. The discipline of the craft.
That's right.
I went to school to learn to expand. I've been
That's
writing
why
since
I
was
brung it up. That's why, yeah.
But I take my pen seriously, my creative writing. When I was a theater major at SFSU and up there doing all the little presentations I did. When I served as a clergy minister and did the ministers and training program and learned how to speak in public and preach and teach and not abuse the pulpit, but use it to help myself as well as others. When all these things training is important. We don't
People
want
gotta use their brain.
Yes.
People gotta use their brain. The thing about people, Americans, they some of us are lacking. And I honestly would say that lack
because of
we have so many conveniences that we absolutely use them every day purposely. And training, that's bad. That is not good.
It is, because sometimes people are getting thrown up in situations and they haven't had the training. Performance is an art form and a craft. When I learned, for me, I've been doing it since I was 3. I was a dancer, a part of a dance academy group. And so they trained us how to do competitions, how to walk up on that stage, smile at your judges, make sure your movements are pristine, because you're going to get marked down. If you, one time my arm got sore while I was up there, I was like, you better not let this arm down, because they are going to knock you down and your whole group is going to be mad that your points got missed. Because I used to go through it with those trophies, especially if another group that I know was not as good as us would beat us for whatever their little semantics was going on in that particular competition. I'd be in the car like, we should have got first place, we did it, just those type of things. But it's a craft. I love the A game of a craft when you practice, when you put your all in. I love watching behind the scenes of someone preparing a show. That is so much brilliance, watching it all come together. Oh my goodness.
I was in a talent show, and it took me and 6 other girls. We was a girl group. That was when the dark light, the strobe light was popular.
Yeah.
And you had white gloves and a white outfit. And you would dance on stage, and you would see gloves and a white physical body moving, but they couldn't see your face.
They couldn't see your face. Okay.
Yeah, so we were very popular. and we came in seventh because there was a rap group
I
that
see.
came
I
in,
see. Uh-huh.
and but the thing was, this was many years ago, before cell phones, before computers really became popular. We didn't
Yeah.
even have a laptop. But the thing
Mm-hmm.
was, we practiced. We
There was
practiced so much.
practice. Yes.
We practiced so much that we had to remember our steps, and
Mm-hmm.
most importantly, we had to know our position.
Our
And when
position.
we got on
Yeah.
that, we didn't notice how big the stage was. So
Mm.
we had to calculate and know our position. I
Mm-hmm.
got up on that stage. I was in the mid back on the far left.
Yeah.
I got on that stage. I started cracking up.
Oh,
I started laughing, but that was like a stage fright for me.
yeah, like a nervous.
That was,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
nervousness. And then one of the dancers, one of my girlfriends, said, "Brenda, get back in place." I got back in place, and we did it.
And
But
did it
we
and
was,
got it.
and then we won seventh place and got one big trophy, and we had to
Mm.
fight over rotations on who
Rotation
get
of
to sit
the
the trophy in our house. But the experience
Yeah.
that we were involved in something, we did it, practiced, we sweated, and we got to perform on
Hey,
stage in front
got to
of
do
the
it.
local community,
Yes.
and our names got popular. We was just popular,
Mm.
and that was the thing. When you're a teenager, you want to be popular.
Right.
But we got up on that stage and we danced. We
Mm.
did our number. People wanted to copy and wanted to borrow our white gloves. No, you
Uh-oh.
ain't taking
Uh-oh.
my white
Uh-oh.
gloves.
Uh-oh. It
We
inspired
didn't
them.
give them our white gloves. My white gloves are in a frame right now
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
it's a good memory for me to remember how hard of a
Yeah.
work we did, and we crafted it ourselves.
Yes.
Because everybody, all the girls, we knew how to dance. We
Yeah.
knew the steps. We knew the familiar dances, and we knew what familiar dances to put in on a certain song. And we didn't have an instructor to help us or nothing, because there was so many instructors that had community centers where they
Mm-hmm.
would teach us how to dance. There were
Yes.
dance instructors all over town.
Mm.
So we put our heads together and said, we getting in this talent show. And see,
Mm-hmm.
when you want something so bad, you
That's
put your
right.
brains
You
together.
put your brain together and do it. That's right.
Ego
That's
is
right.
thrown out the door.
That's right.
Ego's
That's
thrown
right.
out the door. Ain't nobody gonna be out here better than nobody.
Right.
Because
Right.
we're all on the same team. The same
Team.
team.
That's
Team.
right. That's
It's
right.
teamwork. Ain't no one is better than nobody.
Other. Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's how I see how this, what you call this rat race of life we're in,
Mm-hmm.
and even involving the music industry.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a
We
true
gotta play
oxymoron.
like a team. We gotta play like a
Yes.
team and be
Yes.
honest about it.
And be honest about it.
No
Be
ego.
shrewd, no ego, be shrewd about the business of it, and be very relentless about the craft and about what you want to present. One thing I've been working on now, with the many projects that I have on my table, is that presentation moment. I've had various iterations of it in the last, what I'll say, 4 years. And my last conversation with my producer, when I had my last performance, it was my first time performing again since being sick. And I said, I want to get rid of that chair. I got to get my body back into the condition it was before I got sick, because
Mm-hmm.
I don't like, even though it was, my sister and I said it was a good performance, but it wasn't all the way you, because I know you were hurting. I said, yeah, my
Mm-hmm.
body hurt. And so I told myself, Chanell, we got to get back. When I say back, it's not so much I'm never going to be young again. I get that. And there is now a life on the other side of having a heart attack, but I'm still alive. So now what I'm looking at is, what does the accommodated version of that presentation look like? And how can I get it back to the level that I know it can be? Never water down your performance for anyone or anything. because what happens in that translation moment, that connection, is the inspiration. How people wanted your gloves, it was because they were inspired by what you did. They were like, oh my god, that was cool, I want your gloves. That's how I look at it for these projects that I've been working on just now, and with the show that I'm putting together for it. I have a lot of it'll be a mixture of theater and like band type things, but it'll still be theater as well, because even some liturgical, I can even use that word as well. A lot of different dancing and things like that as well, and then just with the music side of it. I believe in that moment because so much happens in performance. That is such a beautiful space. It feels like church to me anytime I watch performances. And that has definitely been a lost art form. There are a few artists out there who still do it, and I applaud them and appreciate them. But that's something I would love to see come back in R&B music, is really spending time in that performance moment and not shortchanging it or watering it down.
Right.
Yeah,
Say that.
Because a good performance, I'll be right there singing, I'll be screaming. My last concert I went to was Bilal at Harlow's in Sacramento. And I was like, I just got to go see them, because him and his band, they get up there and they just, when I say they just put they put their heart on the table, just rock. It's the most raw melody, music, the band, everybody in that room was just waving their hands. And,
I feel you.
I was like, that's how a show is supposed to be. That's how you do it. I can see it.
Right.
That's how you do it.
That's it.
I say that every time, because it's hard when you see someone get up there and they want to do it, but they didn't spend enough time in rehearsal. Maybe they're not as confident yet. You have to look at what we used to say in our ministers in training class. My former pastors always say the preach moment is the most important moment, because you're about to speak the word and give people information that they're going to take. Don't ruin it because you're not prepared. Don't ruin it because you're scared. Get up there, let go of whatever's on you, and you release from that heart. Be prepared in your heart. We would have a phrase of be prepared in your heart, mind, and manuscript. So you get your heart right to work on whatever sermon you're working on. Then you heart, mind. Then you get your mind together, because first is your heart. You have all these ideas. Then you're brainstorming what is about to be said. What's the word? You're looking up all the information. You're getting everything you need. Then you put the manuscript together as far as what the sermon is going to be, so that it's clear. Because sometimes you can mess up because what you're presenting is not clear. And so I take that. I take that, and I added that to what I was already learning from dance class as a young girl, to when I went to theater school. And then when I took that, it shaved years off of how I present. And what she always taught us was observe what other people do, not from a judgment place, but just learning what to do and
just
what
an observer.
Yeah. And
when when I was 11, I was in a foster home, and it was a preacher's home. And I was just there temporarily. And he seen how intelligent I was. He taught me piano, and noticed that the voice I had a loud voice. Yeah. I had long fingers, perfect for playing piano. He made me lead person for the children's choir. So it was going so perfect, so good, because I was more of a leader, not of a follower. The kids, they followed me. They listened to me, and I made everything directly perfect, until there was one pupil that was so scared to get in front of the church congregation to sing. Yeah. And I was look at me, I'm 11 years old, and I'm telling a parent, I don't think it's a good idea to put this young man in front of the congregation. Yeah. Now he's going up there. If these other kids can do it, he can do it. Oh, and I said, okay. I was so nervous. Chanell. Yeah. All of us kids got up there, and we were singing. And then when it came to this pupil to do his lead part in the song, he was standing there pissing on himself.
Mm. Mm.
At that time, I was too young to understand psychological and mental issues here,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
stage
yeah.
fright, or any. I didn't understand all of that, but the pupil came to me and he was nervous and saying, "I can't do it. I just can't do it." And then the parent made him go up there. He was singing, but he was pissing on himself.
Mm.
Until this day,
Mm.
I understand greatly.
Yeah.
You cannot push
No,
things to make
don't
it
push.
work.
Yeah,
AI,
yeah.
you make things automatically and do a convenience way with AI. It does not turn out right.
Right, right. Because
Something's not gonna be
right.
right about it. And also when you push a person to do something when they're not ready,
Yeah,
it's gonna turn out ugly somehow.
yeah. It could break them. Yeah, it can.
I would never forget that. That was an epitome of my age at that time, that seeing a young man piss on himself in front of a congregation,
In front of the
that was
congregation. Yeah,
that was ugly. And
yeah.
you know what I did? I
Mm.
told preacher daddy, I don't want to be a person to choir no more.
Mm.
I told him I didn't want to do it no more. He said,
Yeah,
"Why? Because of that?" I said, "Yeah."
yeah. That can impact him for the rest of his life.
And it
Because
impacted me because I didn't want
right.
to have nothing to do with children junior choir no more.
Mm.
Every time I
Mm.
get involved with junior choir, I think about that young man
That
pissing on
young
himself.
man. Yeah,
It just pissed. I never can't wipe it off my face.
yeah, yeah.
I would
I,
never push nobody to do anything. If you don't want
mm-mm.
to do it, okay. You know,
It's dangerous. It's all because you want to give
mentally,
mentally, yeah,
psychologically.
psychologically, and it's like when someone's learning a new skill, you don't want to push them past where they're at. Let them spend time in whatever stage they're in. I always say, what is it? Beginner,
Heal.
intermediate, and
Let them
professional.
heal.
Yeah, let them
Let
heal.
'em-
Right, because sometimes people have the gift, but they're not healed yet. And then they step out into it, and then they're just ransacking, hurting people because you're not healed. I'm so glad we can laugh about it. But at the same time, the seriousness of it. It's
I'm telling
recognized
you,
when you should. Yeah,
we're only human. And
right.
that song, or you had a song that I will play.
Hmm.
That's called something about I am human.
I am him. Yes, I'm still human. Yes,
I'm still
that's
human.
yeah.
I will play that at the end of the show. I also want to ask you about the song. I wanted to get you on my show when you came out with that song. Um, oh God, I got this music on here. Heartbreaker,
Yes,
Trick
heartbreak.
and Game.
Yes.
What?
Okay, you ready? You ready? Okay. So that was one of the first songs I wrote as a young girl. Now, not all the main is the hook and the pre-chorus is what I wrote in the 90s. As a young girl when I first was trying to get into songwriting, I had a little group. We needed songs, so I started writing songs. And so that was just coming from what was going on at the time. It was like, um recognizing when a guy is just really just trying to play you. He's a heartbreaker. Yeah, I like you. You're acting as if you like me, but you really don't like me. You're a heartbreaker. This ain't love. This is a game.
Yeah.
And going through a lot of situations, uh, now that I'm a single parent, and then understanding the game now, being a single parent and just where I fall in. And when I say where I fall in on the totem pole, it's not that I don't see myself as a prize or my value and worth. It's understanding how men try to play. Sometimes we have to understand how men see you. Do they see you as a placeholder?
Yeah.
Do they see you as a dream girl? Do they see you as, oh, she out of my league, so I'm going to humble her if she give me some time? Or, okay, that's just my placeholder. I could do this and this and that. I live by the phrase now, they know what they're doing. Before
Yeah,
I used to give people the benefit of the doubt, thinking they don't realize they're hurting me. They don't realize. No, they know exactly what they're doing. Okay,
Come on.
And so
Exclamation point.
heartbreaker.
Exclamation point.
So heartbreaker trick in a game, I gave myself permission to talk my ish. That's the only way I can say it. Because I opened with
I knew you had it in you.
it's spoken word. And I did it with the way Hank, Jamila, and I did it was we knew because I wrote it in the 90s. I had like one variation of it. Hank was like, I just feel like you're in a lounge telling a story. And that's how I want to present it. So he played around with some chords and some progressions, and we just mapped it all together. Yes, it got to 5 minutes, but we were like, it has to be said. And everyone from my generation who hears it loves it. Like I open it up, pimping this American game.
Yeah.
You know, that line right there slaps everybody in the face when that's the first thing I say. Because when you look at when you look at pimp culture, think of what is it, hustle and flow, things like that. When you really put your mind on it, like I said, I've been listening to a lot of coaches, a lot of love coaches, a lot of people who both men and women, just to get the information. Some people who are manipulators or abusers, when you understand the anatomy of a person who's coming to take or abuse, we have to be aware. A lot of times we as women are not aware, especially Black women. We are trained to be a particular way. We're told this knight in shining armor is going to come, but then we're getting something else, the F-boy behavior. And we're like, what is this? What part of the game is this?
Yeah.
And sometimes, we'll have those old mothers or the aunties, and they're telling you like, look, let me tell you something right now. They just tell me one thing, and you got to listen. And we're not really, we're listening, but we're not taking it in because we haven't broken the layer of awareness yet. Right. It's the layer of I'm in love. There's limerence, and people are playing on the love and limerence and inexperience. And it's just, I'm coming to take from you. That's all it is. You're my placeholder. I'm about to break your heart. And so it's heartbreaker, trick, and a game. Yeah, what do they say? Hate the player. What is it? Don't hate the player, hate the game. Right. That's exactly where I was coming from when I wrote this song.
Okay.
I think at the end of it, I was like, you ain't my friend. You became my enemy. Wait a minute. The dominant control, it's a rush. Sometimes I like it when you love bombing me, but wait a minute. You don't love me. You're just trying to take. Because as soon as I give you what you want, where the love bomber go? Who are you? Like so I gave myself permission to just articulate the lesson learned from understanding the awareness that there are people that will put you in placeholder status. And if you don't stand up for yourself, you're going to participate in your own suffering of that ebb and flow of a breadcrumber, of someone who doesn't really want you. They only want to have their experiences with you, but then breadcrumb, just give you a little bit. That's not love. There's no love in that. That's something else. And they're playing. Ain't it though? And when you're in it, it's like, he don't love me. Why am I still doing this? Because I'm alone and lonely, and I don't want to be alone. And I think it's gonna work out. And no, it's not. And that's when you go through the journey of, why am I allowing this? Do I value myself? Is this what I want?
So the song, when does the song Ride It Till comes along?
I wrote Ride It Till. So Ride It Till was written, was that 2011? And so it was a faster version. That's what I wrote first. It was more of like a rock guitar kind of version because I was part of the band The Joystone with my ex. We still have music up now. Our EP project is on Spotify and everything. And so I had already pinned that, so we made a rock version. And so I wanted to replay on that topic. So Poetic Beats and I sat and worked on the progression to make it more R&B. And so that was what we came up with the one that's out now with Ride It Till, that version of it. Okay. And so that deals with the conversation of, it may not go forever, it could end tomorrow. I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. And sometimes the wheels do fall off and we have to just let it happen. But that it's talking about where you are in that. It's the thick of it. There's chemistry, there's connection, but maybe there's no more capacity. because you need those things in your relationship. You need all of them to work. Sometimes you can have great chemistry with someone, but it's like, we're not going to work. We're oil and water. Even though we love each other and can do this, there's no capacity. So that's where Ride It Till comes from.
Okay.
It's acknowledging, I love you. This is how I love you. But the reality is, it could go forever or it could end tomorrow. So I'll ride it till the wheels fall off. I know. So my writing can be very cutthroat. I know.
No, you have to be like it today.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you.
All my writings are my journal. Yeah, it's just my observation and journal entry of life. That's really all it is.
Well, you tell me the truth. Honey, come on.
If I learned it, I'm
our elders been telling us.
Okay, that's all it is.
Our elders been telling us. My aunties, all my aunties, my great grandma, all my aunties, and even some of my uncles. Good Lord.
Yes, yes. I'm cracking up.
So, as we talked about some of the singles, I will be playing those singles to end the show.
Okay.
What additions to your subscription you would like to mention right now?
You can follow me on my ChanellJWilson.com. You can go there to get any information on just what's coming up. Definitely follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm always posting different things, both music related, book related. I've been doing 2 series, How to Style My Apple, and also Halloween makeup tutorials right now, because I've been I've been wanting to get back into my theater world, and so this is the closest I can get to it right now.
That's why you've been doing that.
That's why I've been doing it. Whenever you see
how you do that makeup art, man, that comes in handy. That really does. Especially Halloween coming up and everything.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
I'm a quirky individual. I love animation. I love art. I love sci-fi films. I love anything where people are putting on prosthetics and they just commit to the character. So I'm having a ball. Like every time I come out of my room with it, my son or my sister, they'll be like, "Who are you today? What is that?" And then I'll get comments. And so, I'm just learning the life of a content creator. I've been doing this work for years. I have all the equipment. And I said, you know what? I want to really push some of this content creation and see just what it's like. Because they always tell you in this season with the streaming society, as an artist, you should also do content creation to help bring in more people to buy into what you're doing, to be a part of what you're doing.
You was not doing this.
No.
You was not doing this.
No.
What sparked you to start doing this, actually? When did it start, actually? Was it last year?
Last year started a little bit.
Yeah.
And I started dabbling in it.
Yes.
But what I was noticing was I was holding back. I said, I'm holding back. I feel like I need to just put it all out there. But I know people are going to get, when I say weirded out, it's not so much weirded out. One guy yesterday said one of my looks was bizarre, but he loved it. And I said, Chanell, if you're going to be the artist you already know that you are, you have to leave here empty. You have to put it all out there. I took my son to the Balloon Museum in San Francisco, I want to say it was July. And it was a beautiful exhibit of they took balloons and made various different kind of art exhibits. Some things were really cool, psychedelic, just all kind of stuff. And it just took me back to my San Francisco State days. And I was like, Chanell, this is the kind of art you need to be producing. You already think about it. I draw it in my personal time. I was doing makeup tutorials. I just wasn't filming it at first. I was doing it at home by myself and just be like, okay, that was cool. And something was like, just turn the camera on. Just turn the camera on and show you're quirky and be unapologetic about it. And since I've been doing it, it's a freedom. And I've been thinking like, I can put these in some of my videos. I can really do this now. Before I felt like I was at one layer of putting my art out. Now I feel like I'm opening up and expanding, and it's making me a better artist. So you're watching me in an act of courage of just showing my quirky. I call myself the Black Willy Wonka. I always have. I've always felt that way when it comes to my art. I'm a magician. Come in and see this lovely spectacle. You are going to leave inspired and empowered. It's pure imagination. That's what it is. Because
Well,
I
you
really,
you left me inspired. You left
okay,
me
cool.
inspired. And then when you told me you had a troll, I'm like, where is he at?
I know. That was such an experience. I had did one of my how to style my apple, because I used to work at Lane Bryant and toured in college, and so they taught us how to dress your shape based, even when you're plus size.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't even know which garment I had on. I put on one of my garments, and the guy was just like, "You should be ashamed of yourself." And I kind of, I don't know if he was referring
He
to my
got the
size.
nerve.
Right. And I was just like, okay, I guess I got my first troll. I didn't even say anything to him. I was just like, okay, fine. I
Yeah,
was
when
like,
you
I got my.
and this girl is talking about, I got my first troll. I'm like, girl, you silly. You
It was funny to me. Because,
That's you funny saying it.
yeah. I was just like, he really typed that. And it was just like, and it was like, yeah, I could email him back and say, I'm not ashamed. I'm actually happy. Because for me, I was laughing because since I've been doing the How to Style My Apple, it's making me more aware of my own beauty, value, and worth. Again, it goes back
That's
to the
your
watering
soul.
cell.
That's your
Yeah.
soul. That's Chanel speaking to herself,
Right.
to
Like,
her inside soul. And then
yeah.
here come the universe with a
Yeah.
troll.
With a troll.
And that was a challenge for you.
It was. It really was. It was like,
Either you stand up or soak
yeah.
in.
It's so again. And it was like, you know what? It's like, fine, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But you're not going to disturb the orbit because I'm enjoying it.
Did you block him?
I don't know if I blocked him. I don't even know if I erased the comment. I was just more like, I literally saw it and started laughing like, okay, if you feel ashamed, then you feel ashamed. I don't. I look good. I was like, there was no form of, oh, maybe I take it down. It was just, I look good.
That's good. That's real good.
And that led me into the makeup because the tutorials where I'm doing all these extravagant Halloween looks, of course, you gotta commit. The phrase in acting is you commit to your character. If this is the character you're playing that's totally out of the ordinary, who you are, you have, for the sake of the story, commit to what you're doing. And there was one thing I was doing the other day where I was trying to do the intergalactic girl, and I said, Chanel, commit, don't laugh. And I started laughing at the end. And it was like, just commit to it. It's funny. Or maybe the story might be a sad story, or maybe, whatever it is, you commit to it for the sake of what it is that you're doing. So that art for art's sake, so to speak. So yeah, when that troll came, I was just like, okay, that's fine. I'm not shadowboxing you because that's just your opinion. I love me.
Well, Chanell J. Wilson, everyone. I want to thank you for coming back on my show. We got to do this again.
Yes, thank you for having me.
I believe you're a whole healed woman.
Thank you.
I believe you're a whole healed woman.
Yes.
And people will learn from your journey.
Yes.
From your past journey and the songs and lyrics you have created.
Yes.
And is there any encouraging words you would like to give to those out there in the world that's dealing with certain topics?
Yes. My latest thing that I've been saying all the time, especially on the podcast I work on, is keep your head on the swivel. Life is going to come at you fast. Things are going to happen. Don't let it knock you off your goal or focus. Be like the palm tree. When the wind hits, bend, but pop right back up. Pop right back up to it. Because things are going to happen to knock you off. People are going to challenge you. You know what the universe has been doing to me? Presenting more. Things have accelerated where I've had more situations where people are challenging me. Either my articulation, my intelligence, and it's like that troll. It's laughable when it happens. It's not, and I'm not even playing with them. I'm just like, oh, I didn't know you were having that moment. But in those moments, because my head is on the swivel, I'm fine. I'm not moved by it. And a lot of people like to dysregulate you by doing that. I
Mhm.
lived a life of
Mhm.
dysregulation in the abuse that I experienced
Yes,
growing
you
up as a
have.
child.
Mhm.
And throughout my in 2024, someone said to me, I know how to regulate and you don't. And whether they meant that from a mean spirited place or just a place of giving me an awareness, I took that and took it to my therapist and said, what does regulation mean? And then I had to learn regulation. And I
Girl,
said, what's been happening is I'm letting people dysregulate me. Just because people show their self doesn't mean I got to turn around and show myself. I could
no
just stand on business.
respond.
Right.
Don't respond. Right. Right.
Just let it hit. Let it hit.
Let it hit. Yeah,
Because the
yeah.
reality is, yes, I know I'm stronger. Yes, I know I can get petty with them and hurt their
So what do
feelings.
you
But
say for people? What do you say? Any encouraging words to
yeah.
persons that's all in their feelings?
When you are
They are
in your
moved by their feelings all the time.
talk to you, we have a thing in therapy called have tools for your toolbox. And when you know you're in a situation, it was an anger management class I took. When you know you are in a situation around a particular person that goes out of their way to dysregulate, and there are people like that will just push your
Narcissist,
narcissists,
narcissist.
whether they're grandiose or covert. I can give you a whole lecture on it because
I
I
know.
know it. And it's not that I know it to be a know-it-all. I know it because I want solutions. I don't like living under that kind of needle situation.
Mm-mm.
But having the tools in your toolbox are okay. We know we're at this level. Have like your counting techniques, being aware of your breathing, knowing what your triggers are, and knowing how much you can handle. If you know it's about to get to a certain level, take a step back before those next two things. Because what happens is the person is trying to get you to react so then they can turn it around into the reactive abuse and make it look like you're the problem when you're
Mm-hmm.
just reacting to what they did. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of people like that will go out of their way to trigger you, and
Mm-hmm.
it's really wrong and selfish. It really is.
It's
And then
evil.
also, it's evil. It really is. And it's also acknowledging there's something that I live by. You can either agree to disagree, or agree to disagree from afar. And you have to make that decision with each person you come in contact with in life. Are we at a stage where we can agree to disagree and still partake in interactions? Or are we now at a place where I know you are never going to change? You are always going to do something to dysregulate me, and we now have to be at agree to disagree from afar. Now that I'm 44, I'm in a place where I'm very specific about where I go and where I don't go. Sometimes I can't go to family events anymore.
Me
Sometimes I
neither.
can. It's difficult. Like I miss people, but at the
Me
same time,
neither.
it's
Me neither.
when you already know what's going to happen, sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
have to withdraw. It's hard because we've been trained. Oh, that's your family. That's your friends. That's the
You have
no.
to unlearn all of
You
that. You
gotta
have to
unlearn all of it.
unlearn all that.
Because people are going to try you, especially when they're jealous of you, especially if you have some kind of talent or have the nerve to want to have some light and walk around. And I'm not trying to be. It goes back to what the color of my skin is. Am I the villain? No. There's a lot of villain origin stories because the villain got bitter and didn't take the time to step back and heal. That's how you become the villain. You don't heal.
Yeah, you don't heal. You like
And
misery does.
say
Misery
it.
does.
They love the company. They attach themselves to the pain or the wound. I have always been a solutions oriented person. I've always been more reactive. I don't start mess, I finish it. That's the kind of person I'm a Sagittarius.
Me
I've
too.
always been that way.
Me too.
And so you see, exactly. See, and it's for me now. It's have those tools. Like for back to the question, have the tools for your toolbox. Recognize what level you're at, and if you notice, okay, she's gonna say 8 more things, and then it's on. So let me exit now. It's okay to retreat. Sometimes people will think I'm retreating because I'm afraid of them. I'm retreating because I'm protecting you. I'm retreating because I'm also putting myself in self-preservation mode so that we don't go somewhere we don't need to be. It's called being responsible. And that's also a part of regulating. Now, sometimes you may be in a situation where it's all unexpected. You didn't know that person was going to do it. In those moments, you have to have phrases for yourself. For me, what I tell myself every time I see someone trying to dysregulate, I said, Chanell, right now you need to make a decision. You already see where they're going. Don't engage. There's no need to engage. What is the win from this? What are you going to gain from telling them off? What are you going to gain for putting them in their place? Okay, yeah, you may put them in their place and they're going to cry, but is that what you really want to do in this moment? What is their MO? What are they trying to do? Okay, play to win. Don't give them what they want. You're stronger. When I recognized how strong I was in those settings, some of the situations and the outcomes are always hilarious. And they're hilarious. Later on I could look at it and be like, oh wow. Okay. I didn't have to act out. I didn't have to lose character. I heard today, I was listening to a podcast where they say when someone's acting out and someone's acting, a fool, don't you act the fool, because then people
Right.
will see who the fool is.
Right.
A lot of
Right.
times people want me to go into that. And I have to say this all the time, I'm not a hot-headed person. I'm an animated person. I'm a quirky person. I'm a very friendly person,
Mhm.
but I'm not a pushover either. People take
Mhm.
that as, oh, she's this, she's that.
Mhm.
And then they think you're some weak person, and then they learn, oh, she's not weak. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, and it's
Mhm.
like I don't have. But the thing is, now we're not on the school ground. I don't have to prove myself.
Right.
Defending
Right.
myself can look another way. So it's
Right.
having tools, also listening to different therapists and coaches. There's a lot of great coaching out there, especially
Yeah.
with narcissistic abuse. There was one I listened to about covert narcissists because and the way she taught it, I can't think of her name right now off the top of my head. I'll have to send it later. She was saying there's some cases in life where you have to work for someone who may be a covert narcissist. So you can't immediately. It could be your boss. It could be maybe you're
Oh
in a
Lord.
family member. There's some situations where you
A
can't get
family
away from it.
member, a
Yeah,
husband, a
right,
boyfriend.
right.
Yes.
There are
Yes.
tools for that too. And one of the ones I love that she said she goes, I live, it's a phrase, fluff and fold and vomit later. And what that means is play the game with them, play aloof. And then when you
Yeah.
get away from them, just kind of, if you need to write it out, vent, do whatever you have to do. And she was like, do that by keeping the perspective. And once you keep your perspective clear in those moments, it doesn't impact you as greatly. It won't dysregulate you.
Your mindset. Your
Yeah.
mindset. Yeah, you
It's a
gotta stay.
true, yeah. It's a true act of compartmentalization, and we actually can do it if we're skilled in it, if we train in it, if we're actively participating in the tools. It's about awareness.
The
A lot of
tools.
times we're not aware of those tools, and then we're just flung into something, and we're like, "Why am I lamenting? Why am I crying out?" That's
Yeah.
it. All goes back to Black Heart on the Table. I'm not when I tell you
Right.
these works is
Right.
what I learned. That's all it is. There's a time to lament. There's a time to go into your aura and orbit and deal with your orbital flow and who's disturbing my orbit, what needs to get out of my orbit, how do I affirm myself, and then there's a time to whip out the pen and your arsenal and fight. And the fight may not always look like a physical fight. Sometimes the fight is just standing your ground and being that presence. And your presence alone is impacting them. The fact that I'm standing here and not arguing with you is pissing you off more than me going there. So I'm
that kind of person, but hey.
Oh my God.
Well, we can talk a lot about this subject. And
Yes.
my friend, my sister girlfriend, Chanell,
Yes.
I love you.
Love you
I can
too. I
learn
love
a
you too.
lot. I learn a lot from you.
Same
And
here. I learned so much from you too. I do.
through your songs.
Yes.
And
Yes.
anyone that just tuned in, which I can see there are a lot of people that have just tuned in. Chanell J. Wilson, she is very particulate, and she is very keen and takes very seriously at what she does in her music. And she has a new single out called Aura and Orbit.
Yes.
And it is streaming now. Go right ahead and tell our listeners where your new release is streaming online at.
It's streaming on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Music. I think it's Weezer. Title. If you go on Song Link, it'll give you all of them. It's on YouTube. There's a couple of visualizers up now if you want to see the lyric video. I got 2 trailers out for it. The music video should be done soon. It's like I said, I got a lot of green screen compositing I'm working around the clock on. But yeah, on all streaming and downloading platforms. And
So
you can also get it on Bandcamp too. I put together an Aura in Orbit compilation project on Bandcamp where it leads with Aura in Orbit, and then it gives people like a little one-on-one class of all the music that I have that's out now. If you want to have something like, so it's like 7 songs, and then there's 1 bonus track if you want to just hear some of the stuff that I already done.
okay.
So that's on Bandcamp now. You can listen to it. I'm gonna get that one up on all the streaming platforms soon, so people can have access to that there. But on Bandcamp, they let you listen to it like 3 times, and then they'll say if you want to donate, you can do that as well.
All right, and thank you all for the information you gave, Chanell.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll meet right back here again. And
Yes.
hopefully the end of this year or the beginning of next year. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I'll be playing some of Chanell music, even the new single. Everyone stay tuning in. This is Lady Diva Live Radio. I appreciate my support and followers following me here on podbean.com. I have more shows coming later this month. Anyone that wants to be a guest on my show, just contact me at letsjazzitup@gmail.com, and we'll set a schedule for you to be a guest on my show. And I want to thank you, Chanell. I love you. Let's stay in contact.
Too. Yes.
I had fun. I want to say good night, everyone, and have a good night. Love each other, and take out the time and take care of each other. Good night, everyone. Good night.
You can clap your hands if you want to. This song's about staying alive. Not about giving up today, but there was something I knew I had to get to this world someday. So I gave up another chance. Can't let this pressure get me down. I just gotta fight and move on. And win this race somehow, and live my life so very strong. 'Cause there's a light at the end of this tunnel, and I know I'm gonna see it someday. There is gold at the end of my rainbow, and I know I'm gonna reach it. No, I'm gonna. How can my body be full of life, yet my soul feel as good as day? The agony and the pain is strife. Oh no, I'm not gonna lay in that bed. Let me walking, looking for a grave. I think not, I still got breath inside. Just let me get one through to the grave, and I'm running, running to the light. 'Cause there's a light at the end of this tunnel, and I know I'm gonna see it someday. There is gold at the end of my rainbow, and I know I'm gonna reach it. No, I'm gonna take the grave clothes off and get out the box. I climb out of this box. Won't be scared. Won't be scared. No, no. 'Cause there's a light at the end of this tunnel, and I know I'm gonna see it someday. There is gold at the end of my rainbow, and I know I'm gonna reach it. No, I'm gonna. There's a light at the end of this tunnel,
Are you still busy? It's Valentine's Day. I just want some time. Did you forget?
I ain't forgot. Just ride with me real quick.
You know I'm gonna ride with you. I'm gonna ride until the wheels fall off.
I got something to do.
Baby, baby, you know you made me happy. Happy as in the season state of shades. I know this only can be temporary. As temporary as the horizon comes in fade. So I'll ride this car till the wheels fall off, and I'll ride this clock till me in, and I'll ride this wave like a surfer going on my. I'll ride it till the end of our time. Baby, baby, you know you made me angry. Angry that I feel so deep for you. That I feel so deep for you. As deep as canyons, cave in Arizona. The craters never leave me so blue. So I'll ride this car till the wheels fall off, and I'll ride this clock till me in, and I'll ride this wave like a surfer going on. I'll ride it till the end of our time. It may go forever, it may end tomorrow. It may go forever, but let's not end in sorrow. It may go forever, just look in my eyes. You feel the fire burning to the end. So I'll ride this car, and I'll ride this clock, and I'll ride this wave. I'll ride it till the end of our time. So I'll ride this car, and I'll ride this clock, and I'll ride this wave. I'll ride it till the end of our time. say, nah, 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 I don't wanna do it today. But my black heart's got something to say, nah, nah, nah. I want you, baby, need your touch. That dominant control is a rush. Even though it got me all in my feels, got me questioning all of my real. I wanna say, boy, oh yeah, I'm not your play toy. So just leave me alone and find another girl to mess with. Cause I'm not playing it, she ain't not playing it. You just gon' gaslight and then try to fight, then I'll be fighting. Hell no, ain't nothing but a heartbreaker, a heart taker. He'll take your heart and throw it away. Just a heartbreaker, a heart taker. He'll take your heart and throw it to this game. Just a heartbreaker, a heart taker. He'll take your heart and throw it away. Just a heartbreaker, a heart taker. It's not love, it's a trick in a game. Simping ain't American way. It's a grind that I know we can't take. Transactional is what we must do, and somebody will play the fool. We ain't together, I know we not down like that, but if you bring that other dude, I'ma be talking smack. Now wait a minute, you confusing me. You don't want me, but you don't want to set me free. No, boy, oh yeah, I'm not your play toy. Oh, so just leave me alone and find another girl to mess with. Cause I'm not playing it, she ain't not playing it. You just gon' gaslight and then try to fight, then I'll be fighting. Hell no, ain't nothing but a heartbreaker, a heart taker. He'll take your heart and throw it away. Just a heartbreaker, a heart taker. He'll take your heart and throw it to this game. Just a heartbreaker, a heart taker. He'll take your heart and throw it away. Just a heartbreaker, a heart taker. It's not love, it's a trick in a game. It's not love, it's a trick in a game. It's not love, it's a trick in a game. It's not love, it's a trick in a game. It's not love, it's a trick in a game. I was just fun to you, some average sport to you, and I really loved you. And you tried to play me for a fool. Then you betrayed me and kinda blame me and leave me all alone in my misery. It's like you left me in shattered glass, cause rose-colored glasses don't see no red. Ain't nothing but a heartbreaker, a heart taker. He'll take your heart and throw it away. Just a heartbreaker, a heart taker. He'll take your heart and throw it to this game. Just a heartbreaker, a heart taker. He'll take your heart and throw it away. Just a heartbreaker, a heart taker. It's not love, it's a trick in a game. I know, I know, you don't love me. I know, you're not even my friend. You just came my enemy. Drain me. This is my life.
Sorry.
My song conditioning is so contrite. So much dysfunctioning. What's the recipe for this season? I wonder what the color of my heart is. Is it the hue of my skin? Is it my black heart on the table? My shield, my frame, heart for the rhythm and blues. This is my solemnly swear for the truth. Oh, how I want love, cause my heart is overdue. But I need to overcome this black love conditioning. I need to overcome this black love conditioning. This is my cry for freedom. Can't be polite. It's time for healing. Let's go to therapy for this toxicity. I can't fix the pain where your heart is, but if you're willing, I'll be your king. This is my black heart on the table. My shield, my frame, heart for the rhythm and blues. This is my solemnly swear for the truth. Oh, how I want love, cause my heart is overdue. I need to overcome this black love conditioning. I need to overcome this black love conditioning. I need to overcome this black love conditioning. For the truth thing you made us hate ourselves. Black love conditioning. Damn, this American conditioning. Oh, this appendage, attachment to a dream. It's a force that I reckon with. Oh, this awful nightmare. Oh, it's a big moment. I'm just waiting for the sweet. This is my black heart on the table. My shield, my rampart for the rhythm and blues. This is my solemnly swear for the truth. Oh, how I wanna love, cause my heart is overdue. Need to overcome these black love conditioning. I need to overcome these black love conditioning. I need to overcome these black love conditioning. I need to overcome these black love conditioning. I'm overcoming this conditioning. Oh, baby, there's this pressure about you crushing on me. It pulls me in and makes me team like the center of a custard dream. Baby, I know you want me. I can feel you on me, all in my blood. The energy does right. I feel your heart slow down. I know we gotta pass. Let me simmer in. I know you wanna chase. Baby, I want you in my aura and orbit. Like gravity, take us to sublime. Baby, I come into my aura and orbit. I put the pressure on you. While you're thinking about me. Cause you see a queen elevates a king. Make you get in the jobs and cars and things. Just impress me. Oh,